Hey, yeah, buddy. Boy, you can't write these kind of scripts right here. You can't write these kind of scripts. All right, let me try not to hit a car this morning. Whew, boy, hey. Alrighty, Sunday morning, and what the beep? Hey, this is the weather we're dealing with this morning. And it couldn't be any worse weather that we're dealing with this morning, considering what we got going on, to be honest. So I filmed a little bit yesterday. Yesterday we were hopeful that we were going to get the house completed, and of course, well, that didn't happen. So yesterday, of course, we were hopeful that was going to be the last day, and it wasn't. We didn't even get out of the upstairs yesterday. We were painting and touching up and cleaning up, and we got quite a bit done. Bathrooms are all put together. Just a lot of little tedious things were done, but there's just so much, and each room was taking us a lot longer than expected. We're almost done with the upstairs. And plus, I'm bouncing all around from bathrooms and the kitchen. My wife was over there yesterday. She was helping us clean up as well. That was really helpful. Putting some little cover pieces on the newel post for the staircase, did that. Like I said, just a lot of little odds and ends. But of course, I think I mentioned this in the last video, you know, it was bound to happen. Something was bound to pop up, and boy, it sure did. It sure effing did. God bless it, it's flooded like shit out here. Okay, we're gonna go slow through this light that's not working. So here's the deal. I was downstairs in the bathroom downstairs putting together the final touches on the tub downstairs, putting the shower head on and securing the handle, and I think that was really all I had to do with that bathroom downstairs, or with that shower. But every so often I'll ask Damon to go under the house. Hey, check under the house, make sure we ain't got no water leaks. And every so often he'll go under there, and sometimes he'll be like, yeah, you know, there's a little couple of drops of water, but nothing major. And, you know, it was always my hope, wishful thinking, I guess, to say, okay, well, maybe some kind of a way, the water's, it's from the rain, right? Well, yesterday, folks, Damon would go under the house, he would look under the house, there would be a little bit of water, just a little, small little, half a cup of water puddled up on the vapor barrier. Could have been from the rain that we haven't had in 10 months. It's been a drought out here. So yesterday, after doing both the bathrooms and running quite a bit of water, I said, go back under the house, check under the house. He goes back under the house, and there's not a shit ton of water, but there's probably about a good gallon of water under the house on that vapor barrier. And that, folks, let us know right then and there we got something leaking. Now, before I go any further, let me share this with you. Flip 1, flip 2, flip 3. At the end of all 3 of these flips, there's been something that has come up. Flip 1 was the permit issue. Flip 2 was the gas company. Flip 3, well, it's looking like it's going to be some plumbing. So once we realize, or once, you know, he tells me that we got water underneath of the house, more water than was there before, and I know that I've been running water in the bathrooms, well, now it's time to figure out where the water's coming from. So after, you know, going right down, I had to imagine it was coming straight from the downstairs bathroom, because I've been running the upstairs bathroom quite a bit more than the downstairs. I don't ever use the downstairs bathroom for anything. So I had to assume it was coming from the downstairs bathroom. So we would pour some water down the tub, and sure as shit, there was a leak coming from right at the drain. Now here's the crazy thing. I put this drain together. The drain screws into the PVC. There's a gasket that goes in, and then you plumbers dope that, and I had done all of that. However, I had the gasket on the top part of the tub and not underneath of the tub, where I felt like it probably belonged at more. So I was like, okay, no big deal. It definitely looks like the water's coming straight from this drain on the tub. So I'd unscrew all of that. It looked like my plumber's dope was, you know, maybe it wasn't a good connection. Maybe it was because I had that gasket right there. Whatever the case was, I would change it. And we still ended up with that leak. Now here's the crazy thing. When you pour water down the tub, you can see a decent little trickle of water coming from right at that drain area. However, when you look under the house, there's some pretty wet stuff, right? It's some pretty wet wood, sill plate, right there by the drain on this tub. So, because I was cleaning the downstairs bathroom, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, the wood got saturated because of me, you know, maybe this leak is a lot worse than what I thought that it was, because there's some decent little saturation with the joist right there and the sill plate. But the problem was, you can't reach this drain. There's a freaking, there's no way to reach this drain, right? I mean, Jesus, it's not only so tight, there's just so much shit in the way. There's a water line right there, there's a sewage line right there. And you gotta go behind all of that to get to where this drain is at. So I'd get a saw under there and I would cut just a little bit more around where that drain goes into the tub. And when I got that piece of wood down, that piece of wood was dry, folks. That was the clue that let me know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This leak on this tub has nothing to do with the wetness on this sill plate. So anytime that you run across an issue, you always got to investigate it, and you got to troubleshoot and try to like get back to patient zero, basically. And what I'm saying here is if the tub was leaking that severely, that piece of wood that I cut down would have been soaked. There would have been water all over there. So I'm trying to get my hand back there, and I'm feeling all up around the drain, and there ain't no water there. It's all dry. It's all good, except for over by the sill plate. And what's over by the sill plate is the line that runs up for the spigot that goes outside, which we use that spigot, the outside spigot, all day, every day. Cleaning out paintbrushes, cleaning out anything, we use that spigot all day, every day. So what I'm telling you folks is, not only is the tub leaking, there's also a leak somewhere in the line for the outside spigot. And on a day like today, when it's fucking raining, folks, we got to figure out a way to address that situation and fix it. We got to fix the leak. But I don't know if you can do that in the rain. How you gonna find a leak when it's raining outside, right? Can you do it? How are we gonna do it is the bigger issue. Now, my game plan is, there's only one way that we're gonna be able to get to this water line, this spigot line, right? We're gonna have to take the siding off the back of the house. A little bit of siding. I know that sounds drastic, but I mean, it's what we gotta do. That's the only way. And with that, going in that route through the fucking back of the house, I'll be able to better assess the situation on the drain on the tub. That's the game plan. It's supposed to be cold, miserable, and wet all day today. On a day that we should be done with the house. This somewhat, I mean, it's really a minor plumbing situation. Thank God that we've seen it. The problem is, with the wetness in that wood, in that sill plate, it lets me know that that leak has been taking place for a while. And it pisses me off because I've asked Damon to go up under that house and check for water. That's the first thing you see when you look up under the house, is the back of the house right there where the sill plate's at and that water line's at. Who knows how long this thing's been leaking for? It's probably been leaking for 5 months. So now, not only once we fix it, I got to bring a dehue in there and get that moisture up out of there. But I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest with you, right? I mean, you can't write these type of scripts. We're done. We're fucking done with the house. And now we got a waterfall from the downstairs tub, which is probably just a bad connection somewhere. We'll get that squared away. The problem is we can't reach it. And then probably some sort of a minor leak on the outside spigot that's probably been left unattended for months. And it's raining today, folks. And we're supposed to be done. Have I mentioned that? So anyways, I'm at the storage unit right now. I got to pick up a couple things. Gonna go pick up Damon. And guess what, folks? We about to do motherfucking surgery today in the rain. It's gonna be looking like we playing rugby out there. It's gonna be looking like we're gonna be muddy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right, let me get these things and let's get this show on the road, folks, because there ain't no better time to do it than right now, and I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do it. I wish it was at least dry outside, but you can't never win. You can't never win. Sort of feels that way. All right, let me get these things, get out the fields, and I'll share with you guys in a little bit what's going on. All right, I don't have a GoPro that works, so I'll be filming a lot on my phone today. Especially considering, yeah, man, hey, how about your Sunday? Damn. You couldn't ask for a worser day, if you will, to have to do what we gotta do. All because of this shit here. Damn, that drain. Broke off? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be prying that bitch right on off then. All right, so anyways, here is our workstation today. Bing bong. You see them dogs, just know I'm outside handling business. So this got to go. Gotta get this up out of our way. Peel back just a little bit, assess the situation, take it from there. We're gonna be all up in the mud. Oh, it's gonna be lovely. Rugby today, y'all. We playing rugby today. All right. Just wanted to share with you guys, we're over here. And by the time you see me next, I'll have already exerted so many curse words and I'll be soaked and probably muddy and probably pretty, hopefully it won't be that bad, right? I mean, how bad could it be? It's not like we're trying to do plumbing work in the fucking rain. Who the fuck does that? How are you going to tell where your leak's at when it's raining? Makes a lot of sense, right? But we can't wait. I mean, that water's not gonna wait. That's for damn sure. Yeah, all right, let's get it, dude. Whew, boy, hey, this that type of weather you catch that Omicron in. Gosh almighty, I'm cold and the temperature is dropping. Yeah, that sucker right there. That sucker right there, boy. That's like that game Operation. All right, hey, we've been out there in the rain, and we found everything that we were looking for. Everything that we ever dreamed it was going to be, we found it. And thank God it wasn't more than what it was. Just a simple little leak. A simple little leak that's pissing, but we found it. So what it is, it's a bad compression fitting, a bad fitting with that compression fitting for the outside spigot. It's interesting how you can just... It's a roadmap is basically what it is. You follow the facts, and the facts are wetness. And then you look and say, okay, well, it can't be this, like the faucet for the tub, because the leak is way down below that, and there's nothing wet up there. So the good news is we can access everything that we need to access right here where we're at. Right here where we're at. I can see the tub drain, easy as day, and we are gonna get the situation resolved on the backside. The problem is it's raining outside, and we are gonna need to, we're gonna need to dry the situation up, and there's no way to dry it up today. So tomorrow, I'm gonna get me that D-Hue up in that bitch. We're gonna dry it all out, make sure, hey, ain't no mold situations, nothing like that. But ain't it crazy though, right? You get down to the wire, down to the end, and it's just like, not really that bad. Not really that bad at all. I will say this, I forgot to mention this earlier. When first putting the tub in and, you know, hooking everything up and testing everything, we had no issue with leaking. So originally that drain, there's a black gasket. Well, I had the gasket on this side of the tub, and I believe that it goes on the underside of the tub between the PVC and the tub. And then you just screw it in with your plumber's dope. And boy, hey, I got the plumber's dope, so don't think I'm just wailing about that shit. It's right there, okay? Got me a couple little snakes going right there. You know, I know what I'm doing. I'm making me some arts and crafts. But the problem is we fixed all that yesterday and it was still leaking. Now from under the house, you can't see exactly where it's leaking from. You can get an idea. You can say, hey, or you can see the trail of water is coming from up in the drain area somewhere, but you can't see where. So you're trying to feel up there and there's the, anyways, I got eyes on it right now. So we'll test that after we hopefully get to play just a wee bit of operation, fix this situation, and then move on. Move on to finishing the house up. Another thing that I wanted to, oh yeah, and real quick to reiterate, when the tub was first in, there wasn't a leak. So when it was leaking yesterday, I was like, oh shit, what we got? We got a busted pipe or something under the house? But that's not the case. So to reiterate, when the tub was first in, it was working. Now it's not working. We're gonna address the situation, try to figure out why, and make sure that we don't have a leak again. Is it silicone necessary? It was never used in the first place, but maybe it's needed. Got a plumbing leak? Silicone, right? No. The only reason the silicone is even out is because I was siliconing the necessary things. Oh, by the way, bathroom's done. Yeah, looks good, right? I was siliconing the necessary things. Silicone that guy right there. A little bead of silicone around that, bead of silicone around that, and a bead of silicone around that guy there. That's right, folks. Cool deal. Let's try to get this situation squared away and see what else we can fucking do. All right, killing two birds with one stone. Oh yeah, I want to show you something. Here's a brand new compression fitting right here. A nice little way to hook up a copper pipe for anything. I mean, you could hook copper to PEX, copper to polybutane, maybe. I think you can do that with this too. But we had to use this compression fitting to go to copper to thread into our spigot. So our spigot threads into this. This is a brand new one right here, right? Now, here's the old one that we just took off. There's my thread tape, which we're definitely not using the next time. We'll use the thread sealant, which we've got that. But that wasn't even the issue. The issue was this plastic piece on the inside of this compression fitting. You can't, God, I want to show it to you so bad. All right, let me see if I can show it to you. I need you to see inside the compression fitting. Okay, you're starting to see in it. All right, if you can see right there at the top, you can barely see it, that dark shadow at the top of that, between the metal and the plastic, that's a crack, or it's broken right there. There's a fucking hole in it. There's a hole in this. Now, I don't know if it's cracked or if it was just a bad compression fit, like I put it on, jammed it on there wrong. Maybe you gotta slow fuck this money up there. But regardless, this one doesn't have that hole in that broken spot, whereas that one did, and that was the issue right there, folks. After the first 48, we've solved the case in 24 hours. And really we could have had it solved yesterday. We should have had it solved yesterday, but we didn't. So brand new compression fitting, that's gonna solve the issue right there. Also, boom, we've solved the, well, we see exactly what's going on here. The leak is definitely coming from the seal on the underside of this connection right here. So this is a big ass, you know what? I'm tired of talking about it. Let's walk the walk and not just talk the talk, right? Let's walk the walk together. Hey, y'all wanna take a bath with me? There we go. All right, you're a little crooked, but you're gonna have to do it. This is the greatest tool in the world right here. It looks like a little freaking flashlight. Do you remember me telling the story about this tool right here? The Cobalt tub drain wrench, right? I had this military dude working with me at the beginning of this, and he was fucking dumb, to say the, I mean, this dude didn't know any tool at all. Now, this is not a very common tool, okay? This is not a very common tool.
If you saw this and without knowing what this was, you'd have no idea what this thing is, right? Like, what the hell is this? So, is this some kind of connection? It's kind of what it looks like. So I wouldn't expect the guy to know what this tool was. However, the tool was sitting in one spot one day. He cleaned up. The tool was not there. The next day, I said, hey, man, what did you do with that tub wrench? The what? I said, you know, the tub wrench. Well, I know you don't know what that is. It's a gray tool that it says Cobalt on it as well. I'm trying to think of a better way to explain. It kind of looks like a flashlight, right? A little flashlight. He says, dude, I've never seen that tool at all. So I was kind of mad that he moved it and he didn't remember where he put it, and then he lied about it. So I left to go let the dogs out, and while I was gone, he would text me and he said, hey, guess what? I found the tool. I found it. And you want to know what this motherfucker sent me? He sent me a picture of it. He was so proud of this. He sent me, you know what, let me see if I can find it. Forget a leak for a moment. Let's tell a story. I've told this story once, but not like this. This guy was. Oh, there it is right there. That's what he sent me the fucking picture of. He sent me a picture of this right here. Now, I mean, maybe this thing kind of looks like a flashlight, right? But this bitch say Craftsman all over it. Craftsman Bimetal. Yeah, man, he sent me this. He said, I found it. Yeah, go Army. And I said, man, you stupid son, you are fucking fired. This shit don't even say Cobalt. It says Craftsman. Okay, yeah, I got some experience. You know, I didn't even fire that guy, to be honest with you. I didn't hit him with the Jake Paul, Tyrone Wooley, whatever dude's name is, round 2. Actually, round 5. Vicious knockout. No, I didn't hit him with that at all. It was just one of them days. It was a bad day, right? Like, that was probably the icing on the cake. And he might have known. You know, hey, look, man. This situation, this is going nowhere, right? Never called me again. He ghosted me. Motherfucker ghosted me. All right. So mind you, I said we fixed this yesterday, right? We attempted to fix this yesterday, and well, that shit didn't work, right? Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm about a uno momento away from hitting this bitch with the silicone, right? Which we haven't done. I know you probably think I did, but I didn't. Okay, nice, big, thick, long drain, right? Got that plumber's dope that's just not even all the way around it. And I mean, I put that shit up there good. Ooh, okay. All right, so Dame, I'm gonna need you on the outside working with me to try to figure out what's up with this black gasket. Okay. So you'll feel me, you'll hear me too. So I can see, it looks like the black gasket has gotten, well no, that's just, is that plumber's dope on it? I'm trying to see, it kind of looks like it was split a little bit down there, but it's not. I think that's just plumber's dope on it. Yeah, that's plumber's dope. I thought I had a decent fit on this thing. You out there?
Yeah, but how is it supposed to, were you on the bottom?
Yeah, so basically I think that there's some gunk. Can you see me pushing that? I think there's some shit under it. We need to take it off, clean up this.
You want to pull the gasket out?
Yeah, pull the gasket out. So I'm gonna push it down a little bit, try to pop it off. You ain't getting a good grip or anything?
No, I can't even get my finger in there.
All right, hold on.
I want to press it and drop it.
Hold on, I got plumber's dope all up underneath of it too. And that's what another thing that I was thinking about doing was like, fuck it, man, let's just put this plumber's dope all around it. All right. What can I do here? We just don't got a good seal. The seal is the issue. All right. We don't want to tear up this gasket now.
trying to push it down. So there's not a lot of wiggle room with this. Alright. Let me see if I can get around to the gasket. I just need to get a piece of the gasket and then I can, alright. I may be able to get it now. Alright, I got it. Alright, I got the gasket. Yeah, so that's the deal. I can see the plumber's dope is all around it right here. What about getting the air chuck and blowing that shit? I think that'd be the best bet. Oh, shit. Hold up. What's up? There's an issue here. There's a major issue here. This is loose as fuck. Whatever the fuck this is.
Is it connected to the pipe coming up?
It's connected to the pipe coming up. We need to clean this off. I didn't even know. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now. So that's a good, it's an extension. Okay. I didn't know that was there. But that's our leak. Right fucking there. Alright. How about them apples? Look at that. I didn't know that was in there. So we need to clean that off too. Now, does this go in? Not at all. Hell no, it doesn't. You need that piece in there. Okay. All right. Well, folks, I think we figured it out. This was loose, right? This extendo piece was loose. So it wasn't anything that I did wrong. I just didn't know there was this shit in there. It's never my fault. Okay, it's always Matt's fault. Matt did it. You got the air chuck?
It's amazing how it's not gonna be trash when you find food like that and clean it up.
That ain't no lie. My wife came over here and cleaned up, and we can't find a fucking thing. I gotta protect your eyes, because he's about to hit this bitch with deer. He's about to hit this joint with deer. That looks good. Plumbing's fun, you know? It really is. You get a little wet. Get a little wet. Sometimes get a little dirty. You know, plumbers make like $75 fucking dollars an hour. It's crazy. At least that's what companies charge. That's what a company would charge to come fix this. Woo, boy, they probably charge more than that. This damn thing right here. I'm trying to finish the damn house and you want to start leaking all of a sudden. I know what it is. You don't want us to go. The house is like, but wait. You made me so beautiful. Why do you want to leave now? 'Cause house, you've got a bigger mission in life to fulfill. You're gonna make some family a lot of memories. You know? And we were kind of like God in that situation. It might be a little drastic. You know.
I'm gonna run it across it real quick.
There you go. Look at Damon, boy. Damon be thinking he got a freaking 501 with a rag on that money. Gosh almighty. That's it right there. Hey, I'm gonna clean that out right there because we don't leave gunk in the drains. We're not plumbers. That was so wrong. Damn, Joe, sick fucking burn. You DEMF for you, Joe. Did I tell you I got a new live stream coming back? A new podcast type of deal? It's called Joe Solo. It's called Joe Talks About Himself. Oh God, I don't know what it's called actually. We'll come up with a fun name. Sticky Socks. I think that's somebody's podcast. Maybe we'll call it But Joe. Everything But Joe. Where I'm forced to talk about, for an hour, everything but myself. There could be something to that. All right. Everything but Joe. But what? But what? But toi. Is that a thing? No? Hey, I wonder if we're gonna finish the house today. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Tomorrow though, tomorrow we're gonna finish this sucker.
I can honestly say you're handling this situation a lot better than I thought.
That's because it's going. That's because it's not going too bad. We did exactly what I said we were gonna do. It's worked thus far. Yesterday though, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was tight-lipped. I didn't even want to film. Boy, I was mad as shit. I was like, holy fuck, how are we gonna get to this drain that is inaccessible? Unaccessible. I don't know if you can see that daylight shining through right there. But that's how we got to her. Yeah, buddy. We just drilled a little pilot hole. Sort of like a pilot would do, right? Huh? All right. All right, good deal. So here's the deal. This goes in right here. And it was loose, which no matter what we were doing, I feel like
It was gonna leak regardless.
it was gonna leak regardless. So we're gonna tighten that bitch all the way up, as tight as it'll go. I should probably put some thread dope on it, right?
You want the liquid?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some thread sealant on it. I'm gonna do y'all a solid and not use the silicone. You're lucky I'm filming. Boy, you lucky I'm filming. That silicone be all up in this shit. Like a bukkake joint. But instead we'll use the right stuff. The white stuff. Well, it's not really white. All right, thread sealant right here. It can be used for PVC, so we got PVC. So we're gonna hit that money real good. Looks like some freaking Dijon mustard right there. Ooh. Ooh, you're gonna need to wipe that. That's gonna be a not good deal. So we got the Dijon mustard all on that money right there. Yeah, take that. I don't need that right this second. All right. Get in my belly. Oh shit. There you go. Now.
Just quick dry.
I don't know. Now, here's an interesting thought. What if this doesn't work? And we've just Loctited this bitch in for all she's worth. Right? What if it doesn't work? That's always a possibility. Oh, god damn. Whew. The nerves, boy, the nerves. Boy, my knuckles, them joints just shocked me. Ah, God. Them hands, man. Got them working man hands. Them bitches be hurting. All right, so I'm going in. Oh, wait a minute.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it just gonna continuously thread down?
Yeah, it is going to continuously thread down. Damn sure is. All right, should I thread, should I plumber's dope under it? Then put the gasket up there?
I mean, I don't know where that gasket's supposed to lay at. Just go underneath or over the top.
All right, let me figure this out and I'll get with y'all shortly. What was I saying about the thread sealer? Hope we got it right. Dijon mustard, because if we got to take it off, oh, it's never going to come off. So some kind of a way our threads got crossed and we're all fucked up. Cannot get this off to save my life. And this piece is now lost to us. Yeah, man, and our freaking pipe has thread sealer all in it. So that's great. Good shit there. So, luckily in my little box of knickknacks, I was able to find another drain thingamajigger. And it's got a wider bottom. So we don't need this piece, right? It's even got a cap where this one didn't have a cap, a plug. So Damon's cleaning that up right now, and we're going to use that. That's what we're gonna go with. And we're gonna hope that that works, because real quick, yeah, that didn't work. It was still leaky. The rain's picking up, the weather, the temperature is dropping. Oh, what a shitty day. Shitty day. But it is what it is. When you're a 24-hour, I don't even know what to say. I feel like we're a maintenance team right now, handling a maintenance call. And this is a doozy right here. This is a doozy. All right, just wanted to share that with you. I'll share with you any progress that we make. And hopefully the next thing I'm sharing with you is, ta-da, no leaks. That would be ideal. Damon's pissed. We're out here in the rain. Getting muddy. Oh, all right, hey, guess what? We just fixed it. Fixed it. And guess what the issue was? It was the fucking plumber's dope. You can't use plumber's dope on this drain. It's not gonna let you. So here's the deal. After putting plumber's dope on the bottom, on the top, on the bottom and the top, and thread sealant and all sorts of crazy shit, it just didn't work. The thread dope wasn't, the plumber's putty was just making gaps. It wasn't letting us get a good seal. So I put the gasket on the new, wider drain piece, and man, tightened that bitch down for all she's worth. And we just dumped the whole bucket of water down there and no leaking. So we're gonna look at that a little bit more. We're gonna dump a little bit more water down there, a lot more water down there. Keep an eye on that. And then try to understand what the hell happened with the other thing. I think honestly what it was this stupid fucking connection right here just came loose. And then us trying to fuck with it just didn't work out. And guess what? We didn't even use any silicone, so how about that? All right, you're gonna dump that water? Yeah. I'll check that out. And we're gonna get this thing buttoned up and move on. Oh boy. Yeah, man, hey, gotta rain on a day when you got to do some shit like that. And then, you know, don't just rain. Don't just rain when you have to work outside, when you've got an emergency. Small repair that, you know, can cause major damage if you let that shit continue, right? If you just let it go unattended, it will cause major damage. Water, boy, hey, water is a enemy of a house. It truly is. But don't just rain. Don't just freezing rain at that. Temperature went from 60 this morning. Before we even got the show on the road, the temperature was 60. The high for today is going to be 40. And man, it's cold out there. It almost feels like ice rain. I mean, it's not, but it's cold. And the wind starts picking up on you a little bit. So yeah, man, you got the wind, you got the rain, you got the cold air too, boy. Hey, that shit sucks. I think we about to call it a day, man. Fuck that. Yeah. Damon, shout out to him. He was out there in that shit with me. He don't complain about it. He's just out there fucking doing it. And man, that shit is hey, that's unmatched right there. I was almost, you know, anticipating, hey, you're gonna tell me he ain't working today, seeing this weather. I'm sure he thought about it though. I damn sure thought about it. But it is what it is. So we didn't get it entirely fixed. Well, we did. We stopped the leaking. The leaking is done. The tub is secure. There's no more leak with that drain at all. And the outside spigot is squared away. I'm gonna make me a gold chain when this house is done with this little fitting right here. So I got me a little trophy box. You know, every house there's a trophy. I think this guy with the little hole in it will be the trophy. Now I know there's gonna be some people who say, Joe, it probably busted, it probably burst, because those spigots can freeze. I've actually seen they sell these little boxes that you can put over the spigots, an insulated box, and I may get that for that. But getting back on track, saying that we got everything fixed, but it's not 100% yet. I can't button everything up just yet. I won't be able to do that till tomorrow when I'm able to get the dehumidifier in there and get that moisture up out of there. Got to get that moisture up out of there. Ain't no sense in buttoning it up wet. And then ain't no sense in buttoning it up when it's freaking raining and it's freezing and it's cold and windy. Yeah, man. Not a good combination. We accomplished the task. I'm super happy to know that. We're not done. Tomorrow we'll rock and roll and we'll get done. So there'll be that. And
Yeah, if we are not done tomorrow, well, by Tuesday on landscape day, we will be done for shizzle. For shizzle, we will be done. Look at all the... Hey, Damon, do me a favor real quick. Clean up this tub just a little bit. Get this pipe plumber's dope out of there. And then we're getting the heck up out of here. Hey, that's it, folks. I filmed a little bit from yesterday. We were just painting, and, you know, it wasn't until the end of the day when Damon went under that house and we realized we had some water going on that all the excitement really started. But how crazy is it that we're trying to wrap up the house, but there's a major problem? I think that's going to be the title of this video. Yeah, man. Hey, good talk, y'all. I look forward to kicking it with you guys again tomorrow. Have a great one. Stay safe. Stay away from that, stay away from that, just stay safe out there, folks. The world's a crazy place to be right now. Talk with you tomorrow. Look at my freaking glasses, man. I'm missing a whole arm. That's how bad the times are right now, folks. This is not even for drama or anything like that. Jesus. My dogs ate my freaking glasses. Yeah, little end of the video. Gee, I can't even take myself seriously like this. I'd rather not even be able to see and have y'all laughing at me looking crazy like that. Little end of the video montage real quick. Not montage, but a little piece I wanted to include. I don't know if I got a chance to include it in the video or not. You know, it may be crazy, like, oh, look at the issues popping up at the end of the house. This house probably has so many problems. It doesn't. I can guarantee you that. And the reason I can guarantee you that is because at the end, I always treat the end like I'm doing my final inspection, like I'm a home inspector, like the thing has to pass my inspection. So going room by room and doing what we were doing yesterday would ultimately be what led us to finding the plumbing leak, right? And it had to be corrected. There was no half-stepping about it. I can't even sit here and say like, oh yeah, well, we could have just left it well enough alone. No, you can't do that. Was it something that I had done wrong? I think some kind of a way that fitting got jacked up. I don't know how that happened. Whether it cracked in the cold or whether it was just maybe a user error in terms of how I installed it for whatever reason. Damn, dude. Jeez, boy, people are driving wild. But regardless, we were able to hunt down the issue and get that squared away. But the point that I wanted to share with you guys is at the end of the house, I'm always doing my final inspection, you know? And there's things that I know are gonna pop up on a home inspection. The chimney, for example, doesn't have chimney caps on it. I know that on the second flip house, that was one of the things they asked us to do, was put the chimney cap on, which we did. But on this house, even though it doesn't have chimney caps, which I don't even know how you would put these chimney caps on it, because, well, there doesn't seem to be any way to put a chimney cap up. They've got chicken wire across the top of the chimney, right? So there is some kind of blockage to stop any kind of an animal from getting in it. Can a bird or something get through that chicken wire? Probably. You know, maybe we could double it up or cross it up or something like that. And it's not trying to half-ass it, but, you know, they obviously put some kind of precautions up there to prevent wildlife from getting in there. Things like that, small things like that, I think could be things that pop up. But again, I'm trying to correct and address every issue with this house. I want this house to be right as rain. And today, the rain was right. I'll leave you guys with that powerful piece and look forward to talking with you again real soon.